Hey, shalom, shalom, shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to the Heavenly Father and His Son, Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Wahara Kodash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of GMS who rule well and who teach well, and salutations to the hopeful elect brethren that are out there on the four corners of the globe pushing this truth and all truth and sincerity and the strength of Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai. In GMS Arkansas, got a little quick it's a one scriptural lesson I want to just go over. And it's the word is faith, man. And I just pulled it up to see a AI overview of what the word faith means. It says faith is a profound trust, a confidence, or belief in a higher power, religious doctrine, or unseen, often serving as a guide for our life. Okay? It says it's a profound trust and confidence, a belief in a higher power, a religious doctrine, or unseen, the unseen. You know, sometimes you have people, they believe their belief in a higher power ain't the true power of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. Some people believe in other gods, and they have faith. They have that confidence that that God that they worship is the God of the world, or that's doing the things for them that they feel are blessings. Okay? Religious doctrine. Everybody don't believe in the belief of the Bible where the Lord is coming for the Israelites. He loved the Israelites only. He is the God of the Israelites, Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. Okay? Some people believe in Krishna. Some people believe in Minerva. Some people believe in Buddha. Okay? Some people believe in Islam, Scientology. And they hold that high in their belief. And that's their faith. So if you say you have faith, do you have faith in the right thing? That's the whole key. Now, when I look into the Bible, the definition of faith is here in the 11th chapter of Hebrews. Okay? And it says, now faith, this is a definition. Okay? Now, this is not just describing faith, it's telling you what faith actually is at its core. That's what it's telling you. It says, now faith is the substance of things hoped for, the evidence of things not seen. Faith is the substance of things hoped for, the evidence of things not seen. So let's take a dive into the interlinear and break this word down. Faith. Faith is a 4102 pistis. Pistis. A conviction of truth of anything, belief. The conviction or believing, respecting man's relationship to the Most High, a divine thing, generally with that includes the idea or trust of holy fervor, born of faith, joined with it. A conviction of God exists as the creator or the ruler of all things, the provider, bestower of eternal salvation through a Mashiach. Okay. The belief with the predominant idea of trust or confidence, whether in the Most High or in a Mashiach Yahushua, springing from faith in the same. Okay? There it is. Assurance, belief. Okay? It says the things hoped for. Let's look up that. 1679. Epitzo. To hope in a religious sense, to wait for salvation with joy and full confidence, hopefully, to trust in. So, this word, hope for, is something real, basically that something that has an actual presence or let me wait a minute. They got it backwards. Let me show you. Substance is hypostasis, a setting or placing under, a thing put under substructure foundation, that which as foundation is firm, a substance, that which is actually exists, a substance, a real being with a substantial quality, nature of a person or a thing, the steadfastness of mind, firmness, courageous resolution, confidence, trust, and assurance. So substance, it says substance. Let me see here. So faith is the substance of things hoped for. So that substance is something real. When you read the definition, something that has actual presence or salaki or a foundation. Okay. Now, to hope for is promises of future outcomes, things you're thinking that you're trusting the Most High for, which we trust for what? The kingdom. Okay. We trust for the promises, okay, of what he said he was going to do for us once we got to the kingdom. This is what we hope for. And us being here in Babylon under the wicked, these promises are far-fetched in between, and it seems like it'll never happen. It seems like to most people their reality is what Babylon tells you your reality is. But the scriptures say otherwise. There are different promises of future outcomes. This is that's what's real to us. Okay? It says it's the evidence of things not seen. Let's take a dive back into the definition and look up the evidence, 1650. El inglas, a proof that by which a thing is proved or tested. Conviction, something that's proved or tested. Okay? Evidence. What's seen? What is seen? To discern of the bold bodily eye, with the bodily eye, to possess or slight, to have power of seeing, to perceive by the use of the eyes, to look or descry. You see that metaphor, to see with the mind's eye, to have understanding, to discern. But it says the things not seen. What are the things that are not seen? The kingdom of heaven. We haven't saw that yet. And this is the whole thing of what we hoping for. That new earth, that new heavens. So we know evidence is the proof. It's conviction and inner certainty. Things not seen is what a spiritual reality. God promised things that are not even visible yet. Okay? He promised us we have new bodies. We'd be able to fly as an eagle. He promised us land and generations of children. See, we haven't seen that yet. Because we're trapped in these bodies on hell in Babylon. Okay? Faith acts as a proof in your mind, even when there's no physical evidence. See what I'm saying? So we believe. We know this is going to happen. We feel it. Okay? It acts as a confidence that what you hope for is already real. You see, because sometimes Jake, that's why sometimes I see Jake be living like they're in the kingdom right now. Because the confidence that they hope for is already real. So Jacob live like they're in the kingdom now. They'll try to have 7 or 8 girlfriends in Babylon. knowing that's not smart to be in Babylon to have, but you know what I'm saying? It ain't even profitable to have that many in Babylon. It just keep you broke. But Jake, that's that confidence of what you hope for is already real. That's why you see Jake be living like, they'll live like they're in the kingdom while they're in captivity. See what I'm saying? And they got that certainty about the things which they can't see. So when you read that, one it's just one, it's many examples, but the one example, man, I love to read is this when it deals with faith. By faith, Noah, being warned of the Most High of the things not seen as yet, moved with fear, prepared an ark to the saving of his house, by which he condemned the world and became heir of the righteousness which is by faith. Man, I love this right here, because Noah, he was warned of the Most High of the things not yet seen. See, he was warned of it. So when he moved with reverence and respect to Yahweh Shem Yahushua, not in panic, okay, he prepared an ark, which symbolizes what? An obedient action. When he started preparing the ark, that was an obedient action by Noah, right? In his faith in building that ark with that obedience, physically saved his household, saved his wife, his 3 sons, and their wives. It saved 8 people, by which he condemned the world. So when Noah showed his faith and his righteousness, it actually showed the contrast of the people who rejected righteousness and they rejected faith. It put them on the spot. A super righteous man will put on the spot of somebody who's not righteous or who rejects the truth. Just your righteousness alone will bring their rejection to the forefront, and became heir of righteousness. Heir meaning something given to you by faith. So Noah didn't receive this by works. That work, he didn't receive the righteousness by works. He received it by faith. The substance of things hoped for, that evidence of things not seen. Because at that time, it had never rained before. And the Lord told him that it was going to rain, and he needed an ark that was going to drown the people out. And people had never seen rain back then. So they thought this dude was crazy. But Noah believed what the Lord told him. He moved with reverence in obedient action to build an ark. And when that day came, it was like his faith everything was answered. He showed, by you living by faith, I'm going to save you. And that's what we at now. We have to have that faith in Yahweh Shem Yahushua in this time. And that's why we out here. He said we got to go out and preach the gospel. This is what's going to save us through the time of when he bring thermonuclear destruction. And we do believe it. That's why we're moved to go out week in and week out. And during the week, make these videos and edify our nation of people that who Yahweh Shem Yahushua is. Who that power is and what's his intentions and what's his will and what's his desires. This is why we're moved to do this. Okay. Our obedient actions is to push the truth. So with that, I hope this lesson was edifying to the election of Israel. I hope this has been a good example of faith and a good reading of edification. I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to our Heavenly Father and His Son, Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Wahar Rakak Wadash, and double honors to the apostles and elders and the bishops that rule well, who teach well, GMS, and salutations to the hopeful elect brethren that are out there on the 4 corners of the globe, pushing this truth in all truth and sincerity in the strength of Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, GMS Arkansas, Shalom.